process of being delivered, that all these people started to complain. All these people started to come to a place and they were like, man, what are we doing? We're walking in the desert. God has shown them a great power. If you guys were in jail and God got someone to get you out of jail, is that a miracle or not a miracle? Is that a miracle? Come on, people. I know people talking in here. Listen. It's a miracle. God had this man take the people out of Israel, out of Egypt. Egypt was just sinful. They were slaves. And all along when the man's taking them, a man of God is directing them. And they said, follow me, I'm going to show you the way. They started praising God. They started being happy because they were no longer slaves. But in a period of time, they were complaining. Man, why are we even here? Where are you taking us? It was better to be back in Egypt. And I'm here to tell you is that there's young kids here, there's adults here, that God has freed you, God has delivered you, God has broken the yoke. And somewhere in your life, you can't stay focused with God. You thought it was better to be in your sin. You thought it was better to be in jail or in prison or whatever your bondage is. Does that sound dumb? Does that sound weird? God delivered you, and all of a sudden you're starting to complain, why am I delivered? And you start going against God. On and on and on as I begin to read the Bible. God was always trying to stir up something with his people. He was always trying to say, man, if you would commit yourself to me, if you will follow me. Why do you think the Bible says, man, if I walk by faith and not by sight? Because I tell you, sometimes a lot of things that comes before you, a lot of things that you see doesn't look good. That's why you got to block it out and you say, God, if you have called me to come forward, I will follow you. If you, I don't know why my back is hurting, Lord, but if you call me to preach, I'm going to keep preaching. God, if you call me to be a young preacher, a young teacher, if you have called me to be a worshiper, I will do it, even though sometimes tough times will come. God is looking for men and women that will not be moved by what they see.